Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Devon Mum Budgets. My name is Philippa. I'm a married mum with 2 boys living in Devon and working in Cornwall. And this channel is everything family budget, savings and financial freedom. The plan for today is to check in for week 1 of November. I cannot believe we're in November already. I'm speaking with a slightly hushed voice because everyone's asleep. It's the end, it's Sunday evening. Everyone's ready for bed, I'm ready for bed, but I haven't had a chance to do this yet today. So I thought we'd check in and have a little look through the budget. So we started off the week, our weeks run Sunday to Saturday. So it started on the 2nd. We got food shop. Oh, sorry, let me zoom you in. So we started with a food shop, got a few bits, little co-op, got some bits at the garage, and in Tesco, fuel went in my husband's car, and then he bought a video for the boys to watch, a film on Amazon. Anything blue is like bills that are expected to come out. So our Ring subscription came out, Ring camera, Ring doorbell, whatever it is. Let's go over to Monday, which was a no spend day apart from bills coming out. Tuesday, I'm trying to remember what this was. Oh, we needed some bits like deodorant, shower gel. My husband wanted some new moisturiser and stuff, so that was Hair and Beauty, and he got this on TikTok shop. And he also got some supplements. I can't remember what it was, again on TikTok shop. So those came out of the envelopes, and then I also paid for my sons to attend the PTFA school disco, which was on Friday. And Wednesday is my non-working day, and I had to get some bits for Beavers. I run the Beaver Scouts group locally, and I just needed to get some tissue paper. We were making little tissue paper, laminated tissue paper poppies for sort of learning about Remembrance Day. I got some food, and for me and my mum, because my mum came with me to do this food shop, scout shop, and I think I got a drink or something in the post office, or the garage at the top of the road where we live. Then on Thursday, we got a few more groceries. I think on a Thursday I work from home in my more sort of managerial role, and I popped up to the co-op to get some lunch and some bits, and then we also had to pay a deposit for our Christmas party, which is up and coming, so I've sort of taken that out of the Christmas pot, which I do actually need to do it out of the binder. Now I've just realised this box is in the way and it's stopping me from being able to move this up. So here we go, Friday. So Spotify payment came out, this is for my husband. I don't really use it, so we need to downgrade it to an individual plan, but anyway. Co-op for groceries, and our HelloFresh box meal came out. And over to Saturday, there was a couple of unexpected spends. So we did my children's school did a charity, it's Children in Need this week, and they arranged a ramble. We live on Dartmoor, we're very lucky where we live. So we went for a ramble, and I donated, was it £6? Oh, it was, yes, it was. I think it was like £5 donation. So I did sort of £2.50 each child. And then I think it's £1 admin fee or something on Just Giving or whatever. Then last night, so my husband works Monday to Friday in his normal salaried role, but we also play, our sons play rugby up at our local rugby club. My husband's a coach, I do admin for one of the teams, and basically my husband got sort of wrangled into helping behind the bar. He used to be, when we met, he was working in a bar, so he's got lots of experience. So anyway, he spent Saturday from like 12 till 8 working behind the bar at the local rugby club, And the plan was when he got home, we were going to have like a little date night, but at home. So this is an online escape rooms, which I would really recommend if you like that kind of thing. It's by Wolf, I think it's wolfescapegames.com or something like that. I saw it on Instagram. So it was £20, and maybe it was really fun actually. We had a really, really good time. We did like a little spooky one that was brought out for Halloween, I think. And it was really fun and quite funny. Getting freaked out at this video. It's basically a video game and you've got to solve puzzles as you go through it, and it was really fun. It was a good giggle. But what I also did was went to Asda and we got some beers for that. So I don't really drink beer. My husband had beers, I had some ciders, and we also got like crisps and stuff. Whilst I was in Asda, I got my youngest some Pudsey Bear ears for his children in need. This week they can wear a spotty accessory. Oh, sorry. I am very much ready for bed. And then I also got some bits and bobs for breakfast. But knowing that we kind of overspent on our groceries slightly, I wasn't going to take that out of groceries, so it's just gone under unexpected. Which does mean this week, groceries totaled £122.24. Personal, mine came to £14.86. £30 on fuel, £42.48 on box meals. That's pretty standard, but unexpected came up to £50.84. So yeah, it's a bit of a spendy week. And then here we are on this Sunday, and I've done the food shop today, so that's fine. So this is our actual kind of week check-in. So our total brought in budget was 3,779.82, and like for me to budget with, it doesn't really make sense, I suppose, when I say it like that. So before I work our budget out, I have a car on like a salary sacrifice scheme, so that comes out, and we both have pensions. My husband also has a private pension. I have health benefits with work, which I pay an extra upgrade for my husband and our two boys. It's like, I suppose it's like having health insurance. It is a good package. Anyway, and he pays into stocks and shares with work, and he also pays into like a little Christmas pot, like kitty. So this, when we work our budget out, is what's residual after we've paid all of those other things. So our rent's gone up slightly, because basically we had to get a new fridge, and my mum and my husband kind of went halves. So it just added up. We're just paying a bit more in rent because I live in my family house, my family home, me, my husband, my two boys, and my mum lives with us, or we live with my mum. I don't know what way around you would put it. And it sounds very cramped and like we're all on top of each other, but we're very lucky. It's quite a big house. My mum's got her own sort of loft conversion, little annex almost. She's got all of her own space up there. And then we've got two dogs as well. So my mum's dog and my dog. So hopefully that makes more context when I'm talking about things that we buy for dogs and things like that. Anyway, bills came to 55,767. I think one of the bills was like £5 more. I can't remember what it was. I think it was my husband's gym membership. Subs, we've only spent £96, but there's still a few to come out. So that's allocated so far. Dog food was £93.74. I got a bundle deal on, we get raw meat for the dogs, and they did like a 50 pack of 50 like they're like rolls like this of raw meat, frozen. They did a pack of 50 at a deal, so I got that, and then also the kibble on top of it. I work in Cornwall, I live in Devon, so sometimes I travel over the Tamar Bridge twice a week, so I topped that up. My son had tutor, I haven't put that in there actually, tutor on Monday. We allocate £10 because we have one sort of monthly prescription for my husband, but we haven't needed to order that yet. Oh no, in fact we did. That's going to mess it. I'm going to have to change all the numbers now. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Oh, bollocks to it. I'll forget about that. Haircut. I think he's got it next week. School meals. I worked out it was going to be 31.35, and actually for some reason on Wednesday or Thursday they like refreshed the app that we book it through, and it changed all the meals again. So I've now gone back through and selected all the meals that my children will want, and it's a little bit less this month, 25 to 65. And I think it'll be around the same next month from looking at next month. In fact, no, it'll be less because there's only 3 weeks. First, second, yeah, 3 weeks. Or is it 4? Can't remember. Anyway, let's not think about December yet. Box meals, and they're not unexpected. So bills totaled 167378. Sorry if you can't see that, my writing is teeny. Savings this month, we put 200 into New Zealand and 400 into our May 26 holiday. This is a holiday to France, family holiday. We're going with a couple of other sort of families, friends. It's also been hopefully decided this week that one of my friends is turning 40 next year, and we're going to go for a little girls' short break. So my heart's sunny and cheap, so I need to think about adding a budget for that as well. So change we've got here, which you can't quite see. I'll zoom out in a minute. In fact, let's do. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Got our change up here, which came to £3.68, and then I've got a £5 cash, like notes wise, but I don't include that in here. I just put it in a little pot, and then I'll share it out at the end of the month. Groceries were just over at 122.24. Fuel was 30. Personal was, like I said, was, so my husband gets his we get allocated £20 a month, £20 a week, sorry, to each of us, and my husband has his in a chunk at the beginning of the month. So he had his £80 and I spent £14.86, so it came to £94.86. And then we stuffed our sinking funds. That's in a previous video if you want to check that out. So that came to 782.10, leaving us in theory with 720.26. However, we've ended up with a bit more, and I don't quite know why. I need to. Seems every month it's either too much or too little. It's never completely spot on. So in my bank, currently we've got £385.52. I'd expect that to be a bit more anyway, because we didn't pay like full subs and things, and there's a few things here we haven't paid for yet, so I suppose it does even out overall. And cash wise we've got less, 460. I calculated that wrong. I was thinking about including fuel as cash, but we're doing that digitally this month and seeing how it works. So anyway, we go into week 2 with £845.52. So that's week 2. Looking ahead, all we've got left to do is stuff this change. That should be okay, I think. I've been standing up, but I've got to sit down to do this. So let me just check that is on, yeah, that's on screen, that's fine. So 50p's, I've got 2. So that takes us up to 250. £20p's, I've got 2, so that takes us up to 280. £10p's, we haven't got any. 5p's, we've got 4. To 40p. 2p's, we've got 2. Lots of 2s for everything today. So that's 34. And pennies, oh no, sorry, that's 3. Shoot, sorry, that's loud, that's annoying. 36. And pennies, we've got 2. Nearly there, nearly got a £1. 3p left. God, that is quite heavy actually. 97. So put that back in. To our little box. Now, £2 here. I've got this little pot for pound coins, and it's been dipped into this week for the school disco. I gave the boys some cash. You know, they get sweets and little like glitter tattoos and stuff that the volunteers do. And what else? There's something else. Oh, poppies for Remembrance Sunday. So we had a service this morning for beavers, for scouts. Well, we had a memorial service, and then our scouts group lay a wreath, which is really nice. So our change came to, I don't count the pounds in this, so we only count 50p and below. So that was £1.68. So let's colour that in. First square of the month. And then this £5, I will pop into here. I do actually already have some cash stuffed. And I think this is what the difference is of the money when I'm looking at how much is in the bank and what's not. So 20, 40, 60, £75 in cash, and that will go into something at the end of the month. It might just even out, and that will just be allocated savings, but we'll work it out. What I am really quickly going to do is just have a quick look through my folders, make sure that I've got everything in line. So household is 30. Oh, actually I did get some bits today, so I might take, I think I do need to take 5 out of that actually. So we've got 30, and I'm going to take out 5 because I did get a few bits today, washing up liquid and stuff. And it is the 9th. Withdraw 5. Lovely. That's Hair and Beauty did get absolutely buggered this week with that order on for my husband, but he's happy. As did this, was half. I don't think Family Fun, I took a tenner out. That was for the disco tickets. Oh, I hope I'm still on screen. I just thought, can you see that? Yes, you can, that's fine. Gifting, I had to take £10 out because I've got friends' birthdays coming up, so we all sort of put our money in together and get things. Scouts, I have taken out 5, but I am actually going to claim it back, so that should be able to go back in there. Nothing out of there, nothing out of there, definitely nothing out of there, and nothing out of there. And that's just week 3 and week 4, weekly money stuffed at the back there, so that's fine. So sorry, that will get added to this money. So let's count it all. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So that's what I tend to do, is spend on my card and then just take the cash out of here, and then I'll either take this back to the bank or it'll kind of all even out at the end of the month. There we go. Lovely, so that's us done for week 1. Thank you for joining me whilst we've done our check-in. Sorry I've been rambling again. I had some lovely comments on the last video when I think I asked you to leave an emoji if you got to the end of the video, and I'm so chuffed that I had some emojis down below. It was lovely to see that people sort of hang around, even though I do witter a little bit. But it's such a, I don't know, it's such a lovely feeling knowing that I'm sort of chatting through things. The main reason for me to do this channel really is for myself, like accountability. But if it inspires anyone, you know, to start this zero-based budgeting, or just starting saving some little pots of money, and or even just using cash as a you know, transaction. I found my spending habits have definitely changed since we've changed over to sort of mainly a cash system. Definitely makes you see money differently, I have to say. Anyway, that's my waffle for the day. I hope everyone has a good week. We've got, work is very hard and stressful at the moment, so I've got a big week over the next 2 weeks, and my husband might be going away with work again for a couple of weeks, so we'll see. It can often be last minute, so they're told, it's sort of confirmed, normally within sort of 24, 48 hours of them going. So stay tuned. I might be lone parenting, that's what I mean, for the next couple of weeks, in which case this stuff is likely to fall by the wayside, but we'll try. Anyway, have a great week, everyone. I will catch up with you hopefully next weekend. All things, if everything goes well, then I will catch up with you next weekend. Have a great week. It would be lovely if you want to drop an emoji down below. I don't know, maybe a smiley face or something, just to say hi, I heard you through to the end. And if you want to join me on this journey, do hit the subscribe button. I've had quite a few people comment, friends and subscribers, to say that they quite like listening to my voice, so maybe I'll just do some rambling videos to help you guys chill and go to sleep. I know I find it really therapeutic, listening to people witter on. A big passion of mine is kind of true crime stuff. I don't know if anyone else out there feels the same. So quite often I'll put true crime videos on YouTube and listen to those as I fall asleep. Quite often I'll get people's budgeting videos on and just listen to them chat, so I understand. And maybe I'll do some wittery videos, some more wittery videos, because I do love a good witter. There we go. I've wasted, 3 minutes of just chatting. So anyway, I hope you have a great week, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye now.